And good morning. Welcome to the hen house. Hunter, good morning. How you doing? Great to see you in the very beginning. Thanks for being here. Move my chat where I can see it up here. It's always a little different over here. Let's see here. Adjusting here a little bit. Sound's been a little tweaky today. Let's see, I'm still listening to things, but it sounds okay. I've got a sound check going on right now. Got our Star Trek up and want to make sure it's working okay. How's the music level for you, Hunter? Seems okay to me. Good, just having a coffee puff, getting ready to kill some swarm. Yeah, I've got my coffee right here, and got the swarm, I assume, loaded, and then just trying to figure out what else I'm doing. Oh, I think I meant to go here. Ooh, getting a little slow morning. Let's see. I did mean to be flying out there, and boo, can't get out there in time. I might be out of these exocomps for boosted warp speed. I am. No. I'm still not gonna get there in time. Music picture 100%. Good. Glad to hear it. All right. I'm just turning it up. I'm listening less to the sound check, so glad it's going well. It seems like it was hard. All right, let's take a look at some of these events. Let's cash in some of the daily goals that I got, and we're gonna start killing swarm, I'm sure. Maybe jumping around with the anomalous phenomena. Well, things like that. Let's see. Been working all those away teams. I have enough. Well, it's an intrepid. 3 days though, and with I'm not. I mean, I don't even want the intrepid. But you get 2 shards if you take 3 days and get the critical success. So. This is what I'll normally do, but let's get things sorted. Help and be nice. Here we go. Had to do a little reworking for the stream, just make sure it was working right. Got your elite VP level 28 Franklin. Kamari progression is going good. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Franklin, I got my Franklin. I did a couple more researches, and it hugely boosted the number of swarm I can kill. I can now do the 50 swarm in one run with the Franklin at the 32s. That is only the 32s. I haven't tried it on 30. Okay, scroll here. Wait a sec. Officers are back for 2 days. Oh, very nice. Well, I know. What are people? All right, I'll get involved in that a little later. I was thinking about that. I didn't expect that for today, to tell you the truth. Today and tomorrow. I thought it was going to kick in tomorrow. But now let's look. Officer exchange, is this? Okay, no, I completed that. Hopefully everyone completed that with just a few exchange transports after logging in. So far, that seems to be... I don't know that it's exactly bugged, but I don't think that's how it was intended to be. Let's see. Yeah, so it is, that is enjoyable. Of course, we'll see here. We'll see just how many, because I was counting like 53 or 54 swarms I was able to get. And of course, if I mix up the below decks officers, it may chip away a little bit, but so we'll see when we compare here. All right, so research and all that. So just anomalous and that from beyond. Oh, that's right. I'm doing the Borg from beyond. You can see I'm at rank 33 right now. I've dropped since the night because I'll be running plenty of these. I just keep running them. As I think we're in our last 24 hours of this, yes. So I'm trying to rank, even just rank here, but I mean, I was doing okay, so I wasn't. Threat reduction. Okay, so that's more Borg probes, which I was already wanting to do anyway, so that's not a problem. So killing swarms and Borgs. Okay, well this is pretty. You can see I've got this out there. Let's see. Oh. I had that. I don't know that I can get to this. I assumed, no, they're not gonna want me in there. I'm not gonna rank. Let's see here. Let's get the discovery out, and you had just 2 tickets. It's so simple. Yeah, no, definitely. I had them stockpiled from before, which is why. If you have an event and you don't like it, or you don't have the time to grind it out. Or you don't like the rewards, just don't spend the ticket and save it, because you'll either use it during, another week's part of the arc, or I had some left over from the previous arc, and I think I have a lot left over. I didn't exactly care for, the arc. I like the officers and the stuff, but I'm not the biggest fan of the arc's mechanics and things like that. So, I mean, I'm seeing that with other content creators stuff, where it doesn't sound like everyone is as thrilled with the arcs that are out lately. I'm happy that we have the next generation for sure. Super excited, like them doing that, but at the same time, the arcs feel kind of, I don't know. They are around. Oh, Paul Stamets. One of these guys. I'm like, these guys do something related to, that's warp speed, so that's not okay. I think one of these guys, one of these over, somebody does something with cost efficiency and jumping and something. Yeah, is that it? I thought there might be someone else who also does that. I think it's Paul Stamets who I have on, apparently, on a network navigator. Jumping something. I mean, that makes complete sense given his role in Discovery, but let's see. Let's see. Let me just make sure my notification went off for. Kind of need to send the notification, let people know we're live while we're doing stuff. But so remind me, we can look for Stamets in a minute. Do that. Let me pull this. Let's see. Just a moment or two on the background here. And let's see. Hop over to Discord and let a few people more formally, not everyone. So, oh, geez, enjoy that coffee. Nice. All right. Couple more places to notify. And back to chat in the game. Let's let Star Trek work. All right. Okay, that's done. Mick Win, hi, you're level 19 and need the USS Franklin. You definitely want the Franklin. We've been talking about that with the Hunter here in chat and others. You definitely welcome to the stream, and yeah, you want to work on that. That's don't neglect that. Do you at level 19? Do you have the jellyfish? Because that will help you out in those teens with your swarm farming, particularly while you work on that. Let's see. We're gonna look for. I want to see if the other Stamets is somewhere we can pull them out of an away team, and then all that. But yeah, you do want to work on your Franklin. Make sure you're following all those quests. Let's see who was in here. Is that the Stamets one? Probably not, but not yet. Okay, so I mean, you can get the, depending on how quick you're pushing, which you don't necessarily need to push too hard. You can get the jellyfish for free starting at level 18. You'll have some quests, and if you kind of 18 and 19, and I'm not sure if it's 20 that it continues or stops. So that's something to consider. But let's see. So you can get that. I mean, it's good to get it for free. I mean, it's a cute little ship, just from a collector side, but it does actually help well with your 15 and 16 level swarms and things like that. Better than the other early explorer. But of course, you want to be getting your Franklin, and but that'll give you a way to start getting completing some stuff if you're not already completing some of your swarm activities. We're gonna be putting mine through the paces right about now. Okay, he's still in there. Jack. We're gonna need some way to find out. I think they need on the carousel for the officers. I think they need a sort ability that's like by trait that at least shows you everyone who has a white or a blue button for that, so you can see them. I think that would make sense. They can probably do that. And then I'm just looking for where Stamets is. The own one that's so long that I don't want to move it through. Go down he's on one of these. There he is. Assignment in progress. 1 hour. Oh well, let's get him off that. Okay. So those are some options, but yeah, you do want your Franklin, and I would stall. Consider stalling yourself and at your ops levels if you don't have the thing, if you're missing stuff like the Franklin, yeah, no, exactly. Staying at level 19 for a bit. I think that that's wise. It's It's a lot. I'm staying at Ops 34 right now while I complete all of the Franklin researches that I can do and try to max my Franklin out. So because it just gets harder and harder to do the swarm activities, and you get good stuff from being on target. Hey Douglas, afternoon. Right, morning for me, but for most of the viewers it's usually not. So that's cool. Let's see here. We'll come back to this in a minute. Let's get the Stamets thing. I wanted to put him on there as a captain. There he is. All right. And the question for anomalous phenomena is they don't always let you jump, but this, yes. See, this one is like last week we could summon a ship or we could jump. We can't jump. So and so you can just jump around. And that song always plays in my head when I say that. Yeah, staying at 28 for the same reasons. Yeah, so there are different places that you can hit because you don't want to jump into another tier or raise the difficulty on stuff that you're not ready to deal with. In some ways, you'll have more pain. Okay, so we're gonna have to kill hostiles with this one, which is fine. So we actually aren't gonna want to use those officers now. So reminder to me to check it differently. But let's see, we are doing. Do not have all the good ones, so let's. Oh, so we're still health. Okay. Destroy this one's better. Shield deflection armor and I like that better. Let's get some health. Okay, these guys won't be out too long. But yeah, there's plenty of reasons to stay places. I'd say. Go there. Yeah, we'll jump. We know this is the one time we jump on Sundays. We don't really jump around any other time. Yeah, and right now is a good time to be working on getting those officers and ships. Hagen, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Weekend's going pretty well, and now that you're here, it's even better. So glad to see you guys. We're just slowly going around and gearing up for our Swarm Sunday activities right now. Let's see. So checking my officers. That one's going to take care of Anomalous. Those guys are going to Borg. I need to get my Borg flying. So let's scroll out so I can make sense. So happy Sunday to everybody. Got my coffee. I hope you do too if you're drinking coffee, unless it's later in the day and then you drink whatever you want. I'm chasing this Borg event and trying to place. So far I'm actually doing okay, which is what is encouraging me to keep on. Okay. Wait a minute. That ship. Well, we need our Franklin. So, recall this ship. That'll be the Franklin. Let's get Talon off that ship. And then confirm. Let's see. What do we even need ship-wise on there? Probably our big ship for hitting big hostiles. I'm confused which things I'm going to be doing at the moment, so let's kill some of these while I sort that out, because I'm like, I need to get the Franklin going and get Pike on there. EMT. Yeah. Guys are got on a little before server reset and started making sure that, you know, the app is going well. I only do live streaming a couple times a week on YouTube. You know, the Sunday morning and the Friday late afternoon, early evening when I do the Marvel Strike Force stream as well. And then the rest is on Twitch. So I always have to make sure that you know, I had adjusted something with the this is the PC Star Trek PC app. So, and I had changed like a resolution setting, and so I had to adjust it so that it viewed correctly for the stream and all that. So I'm getting better at fixing some of the simple stuff, because it's a whole different software I use over there. Yes, cheers, Hunter. Agreed. Oh, let's see. All right, let's see here. Is he gonna beat me to that? I think he might. Well, no, he's veering off. So, thank you. No need for us to fight over these. There seem to be enough of these. The table is inking up, twisted. So, 425s. So it's do our threat reduction. Okay, so we have several to kill. We'll have to kill a few this time because we can't do the jumping. So let's see. And we got an officer thing, so I might be doing that. Because I'm going to be doing a video. We may end up doing that on Twitch, actually. Recording it to put on a video later. So I have more things. Because it's going to be a self-contained video, not just a stream. So we will be doing a massive officer opening. We're going to be making it into a YouTube video and trying to, you know, display what it's like when you've saved up some. You know, what kind of luck or unluck are you getting and what types of things. So I've been sitting on officer pulls for a while I waited for an officer event. So that's part of the plan, because honestly, that's something we do with Marvel Strike Force, and there's a lot of orb opening things, so we can kind of show how it works. Usually, you know, we buy those a lot and all that, so people can have an idea of the relative worth, what to expect, you know, because usually isn't good, you know. But I did get some lucky pulls very recently, and I was reminded that I can get lucky pulls. So, you know, if I have enough opening, we'll see if we can get any lucky pulls. That was for the last event. I got 2 lucky pulls. One on, I think I got 95 Charvonic and maybe 35 Yuki in the same pull. So I got 2 lucky pulls, which freaked me out, but that really boosted me during an officer event. So I tried to stay competitive, but they ended up bumping me out in the last, you know, 8 hours of that. And since I wasn't spending money to keep in, you know, but we'll do that. I'll be adding that in as a little thing, but I'm going to do it separate from this. I thought I had to wait until the week, but that'll be a cool thing to get out there. Let's see here. Anyway, killing those. I've been out of my discovery tokens for, I don't know, since maybe Friday or something, so I like pulling them again. They give more officers, right? And we slowly get more stuff to level up. Yeah, the 95 chart. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was like, whoa, that is a real, you know, lucky pull and all that. So, felt good. Okay, well, let's go in. I'm resorting out my officers because I wanna tackle some more. Yeah, you know, yeah, I was super thrilled, but I want to tackle some more of our away teams. But if you don't get your officer complement squared away, you may look. Ike's hiding on the up below decks over here because of I was doing something quick to get in an armada, right? So Pike needs to be the captain there for sure. There's Pike Moreau and of course Talon. So I think what we're gonna also do is look at Gorkon, and I'm gonna spend a trait credit on him. 65 rare DCS. Oh, nice, yeah. Now, I mean, those guys come in handy more and more as you get later on. But you know, when you're in like Mick, you know, you're in the teens, like 19, and Hunter, you know, you're in the 28, something like that. You know, at those lower levels, you can be focusing a lot of faction credits on those officers initially until you have to kind of start funneling them towards ships for development. So it's good. I did not open a lot of officers when I was in the lower levels with that. I kind of stockpiled and stuff, and so I'm still playing a little bit of catch up with that. So it's kind of a good thing to do when you're in lower levels. You're getting your Fed credits or whatever, and you're just opening and building up your Kirks and Spocks and Bones, that kind of thing. And you know, your Neros and your Gorkons and all that stuff. That can be very helpful. Find Talon here. Get her on this ship. Officer management has become a much bigger deal now that we have robust away teams and traits and all that stuff. So, okay, this is ship B, so I can pull the B people. So, yes, you guys can go there. It gets me to 100. Let's raise defense to 100. Sure, we're not mining right now, and then let's give it some attack. Okay, we'll try crass. There we go. Let's get now. Let's continue to tag 25s in zone while we look. Now that we got everybody sitting in our ships. Oh, good. Yeah, you know, I know they did some nerfing to the Nero burn crew, but it's going to take a while. I still don't have the good Giorgio that does that. I did finally get Ash Tyler, who helps with burning. But you know, the burning, especially on the battleship kind of thing, is still pretty decent. It's still pretty decent for fighting your elite hostiles and things like that. So, you know, and it can help in some PvP setups and all that. So, is it going to help chip away at, you know, when you're trying to use the whole burning trick against really high whales, krakens, you know, so that you are damaging them over time. You know, that doesn't work, but it does help with still useful. So. Especially level 19 now. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot to the game. You know, I mean, again, it makes sense to stall at 14 and then be ready. And then, 15 to 19, it may be fine. There are a few things you could have, you can catch in between in those low levels, 15, 16, something like that, I think. But and then as you go up every 2, like when you go to an even numbered one, you usually have an increased things you have to do, which if your ships aren't ready and your officers aren't ready, then it just makes it harder for you, at least until you catch up. But it's cool because, there's new ships that come out. Also, your level 19, the North Star is available. And that's a fine ship for everything. Like at level 19, it can really rock. And you'll use it till about, 22, 24, something like that. I forget. You can buy it for $20, or there's some ways to earn it slowly. But you can kind of hang around and do that, and then you build it up. And I still use my North Star, just more for fast active mining and helping my other miners get nodes. But so here's another rainbow one. So I consider the rainbow ones to not be optional. Charming, trader, empathic, charismatic. So that's not gonna be Gorkon, because I think I want to put points. Obviously, I think Rima may be the only blue card that has charismatic, but again, just because it's there, this white card, you actually have to unlock multiples to get there. Yeah, but yeah, like at level 19, really your journey where no man has gone before is just getting started. So it's not like you've screwed up or anything. You certainly haven't. Any players that use the North Star all the way until they get their first epic ship. Yeah, I used mine. Well, I used mine until it got eclipsed by, I think it was the 26 ships? No, I think eventually I built with the level 24 ships, your Vaklas and stuff like that, finally started to out level it, and good. But yeah, no, they're good. I was base cracking with the North Star, things like that. Yeah, I mean, it's a good ship, but I guess you could say, but it stopped growing. Mine's like maxed. So eventually the other ships started growing up there, but I wasn't necessarily playing with a full plan during that time of what I was doing. But yeah, no, I agree. It is a serious commitment. Here, making sure we don't have any blue. Probably don't. It's gonna take me a while to get that. No, sorry for the scrolling. We're just looking for blue. Reset it by. There we go. So I could pull people off ships. That's why I haven't flown some of them out. But a day without Joaquin. I love him. I love Joaquin. In there. Okay. Akuma can go. I'm probably not going to do. So we're getting 0 crit chance. It's just Latinum. I mean, Latinum's wonderful, but I'm more excited when it's the currency. So I'll send those guys. And I am going to rank up, like I said, I think I'm going to rank up Gorkon. Now here's an 8. The 8 is on health, so we'll get to that in a minute. Kind of checking it. And this one is defense. The axionic chips are something that I'm trying to really stockpile as well. So let's see. This one's defense. Let's see what we got, particularly if we have. Yeah, I don't want to. I'll use some of these, like this one. There you go. I don't think Hunter is. I think he's in a different server, but he'll let us know. Oh, there you go. 57. Cool. Cool. Let's see here. Yeah, you can go. So, with the only thing that's tempting, and since that didn't boost my crit chance, I don't want to be without Spock, the Kirk Spock Khan trio for an Armada right now. But if it was heavily boosting my crit chance, then that would be a consideration. So let's just send these guys. And then we can look at 8-hour ones of health. Again, when they're 8 and less, I can be without people. I can bear to miss them. So this is just a single one. So yes, 10% chance, 100%. Joaquin, you rock it, Joaquin. And there's a 25 for us to hit, and then we'll go towards another one. And let's go ahead and spend a trait unlock on Gorkon. He's coming up as one of the better officers, it seems, in order to do that. Yeah. No, it's great. It's great to have you guys. I'm just starting to get this to be a regular Sunday stream. I mean, it is the regular YouTube stream, so I'm happy to have people joining me, have you guys kind of hanging out. It really is making it nice. So we can see we can get Chancellor, Ruthless, and Relentless. I mean, of course, you got to really build through to get a lot of these, but that will help with certain events. So I'm gonna spend my 1 tick there. I'm still kind of moving around and getting some of these one ticks out there. No problem. I appreciate it, Hunter. Thank you. Always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, throw a like down below. Add in a little, you know, comment on the comment side when it goes live. That stuff like boosts the algorithm on YouTube so that it promotes it. Because people are gonna, you know, check this stuff out later, the people who can't, and then maybe they'll make plans to be here live, you know, which would be cool. Let's see. Kane has been good. Is that Kang versus Kane? I believe he is pretty good. That I'm still sorting through it kind of slowly because you know, part of it is the resources. Which ones to work on just to get, or which ones to work on for your traits? Because I think at your level, it's probably getting officers, right? I'd be happy to look at that, Mick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. These. But yeah, we'll look at some officers. Okay, yeah, Kang, and a lot of officers you're gonna get over time, and all that. There's some pieces to look at, but yeah, let's look at things. And some of them, I mean, unless you're paying for it, then some of them are going to be up to chance. I mean, there's things you can do to get some of them, but you know, like what kind of famous for me is I was level 32. I think I was ops 33. I'm only 34 now. I mean, I've been moving slowly as I really build up here, between 32, 33, and 34. But trait will be a good thing in the long. Oh yeah, no, traits are going to be huge. I think they already are, but until we start slowly building up people where we can maximize those criticals, it's less apparent, but you can kind of see it in the way the system is working. But yeah, we'll pull some of this up and just show you some of the stuff that you know, what are your reputations and your faction standings, because that's going to be one of the things you want to do. I mean, ideally you're working on maybe dual faction standing, but we can start with the whatever faction you're actually have the best standing with. No problem, Hunter. I figured that out after I'm like, oh wait, Kang is like that, but I don't know about Kang. See here. So, trying to figure out. I don't think I'm done with this, so I want to, but I don't want to. Nope, we're done. Okay. Anomalous done. There we go. Come home, ship. Actually, mine some of this stuff, and then come home. So, let's see. While we look. All right, let's look at some officers. Look in faction. So in your faction breakdown, Fed and Klingon. Oh, perfect. That's the way I dueled with Fed and Klingon. I believe that's a good way to do it. And you can obviously do it differently, but it works pretty well. And then I'm triple locked. I've been triple locked for a while now. It does help. So as you build, like in your Fed side, you know, you're going to be able to buy the recruit tokens and things with your Fed tokens. So, you know, build this up. If you're close to another one, you know, look at where you are, because as you can see, the prices on these Federation recruits go down. So it was 100 for the same amount, then it goes to 80, and let's watch it go down. Here it is, the third. It goes down to 60, and no, then it goes to 300, but you get 3,000 of it. So it's really, you know, pretty good. So when you're pulling these guys, you're going to be getting your Kirk, Spock, Bones, and others, right? So Enterprise, Enterprise crew and things like that. But Kirk and Spock and Bones, they're actually good, and ones that you're going to use, you're going to use them forever. They're not always going to be like the targeted ones for everything, but you can use them in armadas, you can use them in PvP, with some defense, different things like that. So you're going to want to have those. So it's good to work on getting them. And on the Klingon side, that's the whole breach group. And again, it's the same. You're going to spend points on your recruits, but try to make sure you're spending on the ones that are most cost effective for you, based on what you've got unlocked. So that's going to be Gorkon, right, and Kurla, right, and then it depends, because it might be Khan. You can stick Khan with the Kirk Spock. You can stick him with the Gorkon Kurla. But you get Khan through the Swarm Sundays is the main way, and I think as you get higher level, so I wouldn't expect to get him early too much. But later on, you're going to get him naturally on Swarm Sundays as rewards. So that's one. So those are guys like Gorkon and Kurla. There'll be, and then the third one will be whoever seems to work best, or maybe, like I said, it could be Khan or somebody that you swap in. There's like Javade, he's like helps if you're doing it on a battleship. But I wouldn't use him on there. I mean, no. So you want to use one of the Klingons, not Javade. Sorry. That's good on the Nero side, but they're lesser. So you're gonna want to build those up. Those duos really help. All ROM and augmented, but wish a dual. So slowly working towards Fed now. Yeah. It's a pain when you start to switch over, but you will really start to appreciate when you have positive standing with two. And then you got to play some balancing, right? And think about that. And then later, and then you'll kind of focus on one, get them locked. Then you focus on the other one, catch them up, and lock them. And then there's this weird spot. It's a little painful, and you go work on that triple lock thing. So let's see. But those are definitely your, officers that you want to work. Let's see, go to grouping so that we can look at it. So you're going to get a lot of these officers, Kirk and Bones, and the top row with Uhura and Scotty and all that, and Arcady and Sulu. You're going to get them when you do those Federation faction officer pulls, and that's good. So but Kirk, Spock, Bones are the ones you really want, and then the rest you'll get them over time. But when they get maxed out, eventually you start getting transporter patterns, which lets you buy certain officers that you want. So you want to accelerate that and get those patterns pretty quickly. You'll get there. You'll get there. So you just have to pick what you're doing and make sure you try not to advance against them when you're trying to make moves. Here is Gorkon, Azabatur. She's decent as a third. Chang, I think you'll get him over time. He's but Kurla, Gorkon, and then some of these guys you'll kind of mix and match. I think I usually use Azabatur if I'm not doing something like with Khan or something. So, and again, you'll get them. They're going to be good with traits as well. Being the chased, doing hostile hunting, you have to stay moving, and you can't sit there. You can't take an AFK break to go pee or anything, because you got hostiles. So, the timing's there. I'd always fly to a system right outside, then, outside the region, then fly in, set a timer, all that. I use a lot of watch timers. For that kind of thing. And then when you're working on the others, you're going to get Nero, Vimit, Livis, Kumak, these guys. So those are going to be just some of the natural groupings that you get, kind of a baseline, particularly at 19 and stuff. As you move up in the 20s, you're going to want to, as you start unlocking those and leveling those guys up, that'll really help you if you get into scraps or have to do some stuff against elite separatist bosses, or in armadas, or a little bit of PvP action or different things like that. So that'll help some. But again, eventually it starts getting you patterns. But now you really want to get Pike and Moreau, because you're going to use them every day, and they're they're very important to your daily play because of the hostile hunting. So like for me, I was level maybe 33 when I finally unlocked Pike because he eluded me. I had other people, multiple, who are not even at the first level, you know, that are purples. He just took me forever. I've only recently started getting transporter shards. So gives you some idea. All right. Now we were supposed to be flying this ship, but it hasn't flown. So, but I mean, at that level, those are some of the. Oh wow! So I can see where the swarm spots are. There we are. Those will really help you out in the very beginning, and then you can start branching out with more specialized folks and stuff. Particularly as you level up, you know, you're gonna want your, you know, get your Franklin. That's gonna, you know, and progress your Swarm Sunday activities, things like that. We got this going on for Swarm Sunday. Let's make sure this ship has all. It does not have all its officers. Okay, hang. And yeah, we can do Chen over here. So speaking of which, you do want to work on Chen. You want to work on Uhura and McCoy Cadet at the low levels, as well as Talon. Those are super important. I've got an officer video, officer basics as well. Pike with okay. You too. I felt like everybody had Pike but me, and it changed my life when, you know, on my dailies. But yeah, it was like, if we're talking about the basic crews like Chen and Talon are part of, or the cadets like Uhura and McCoy and all that. Actually, if you check out, you're here. Hopefully you're subscribed. If not subscribed, but look, I've got an officer and crew basic video that'll help go through a lot of the lower ones, because it also talks about the miners and all that. But then when we talk about the Fed Klingon pieces, that'll add into it. So make sure you're, you know, looking at those and kind of working those up. That video is kicking around, and there's some good stuff for that. Let me actually probably find it, but yeah, check that sucker out, because it not to toot my own horn, but it will be helpful. It really goes through a lot of the more beginner stuff that you're doing, and that'll help. Let's see, we're okay here. So in addition to the Federation or the faction specific trios that you want to work on, that it's a little bit more duos, but duos, and then you kind of play around with it. But why am I mining this? Because I don't mind. I don't know. I've been jumping, so I figure I need to. Might as well grab a little bit of this while it's around. If I can get. Oh, it's the app. Hold back. All right. So yeah, no, watch that. Let me know also on the questions, because I'll be around. I'm also going to be on, you know, I'm also on Twitch. We talk about, I stream it on Twitch as well as here. Let me just pull up my channel so I can get you a link. I don't have convenient links built in yet for here. I'll work on some of that stuff. So you can also come hang out with me weekdays, and like later today I'll be on Twitch after we're done with some of this, but sometimes we'll still play, you know, I still play Star Trek. It's just we do it on Twitch, kind of kick back. We have some fun mini games that we do, stuff like that. Okay, so that's going. We'll wait for this guy to finish, and then we'll just pull him out. But that basic video will help you, in addition to what we're talking about. And now there's new with the next generation officers and all that. They were just coming out, and I was making the video more about the older OG officers. So I need to do some updating, because we definitely got some options now with the uncommon next generation. Like you see, I was using some. Of course, I was using Beverly because I just unlocked her, but with the other Crusher, first season TNG. There's some stuff out there. All right, let's kill some Borg. Let's see how bad. Let's see. Let's look for where we're fallen. We're at level 36. I was 33 when I'm. Okay. Well. You know, I got some good stuff. RevDeuce has a ton of stuff that'll be helpful as well. So, you know, check out the back catalog of stuff, and of course, check out our streams and our live streams and things like that. So, because we'll be happy to help. And the fun game, and it's getting more complicated. And all that, but you'll get a lot of good stuff that way from the videos and everything. And I'll be making more and more. I'm doing more and more Star Trek Fleet Command content. Not exclusive. I still play some other games, and we'll make content for that. But it is definitely a main one. That guy's gonna take that. Fine. Let's just move along. Oh yeah, Rev is cool. I mean, you know, there's me, but you know, but yes, Rev is cool. Rev is of course cool. So, you know, can't hang out in the hen house, just anywhere. Let's see. Let's move on up here and see what we're doing. But you will find a lot of good stuff. Rev's channel, the other stuff, you'll find stuff on my channel and the other content creators and all. It'll be good for you. I gotta find my space where I'm not having to fight too many. It looks like it's coming up. Let's pay attention to my positioning on this event. I was 36 when we started. We've moved up to 35 because I do want to see how quickly or slowly I am moving. Because if I start stalling, that's going to give me an idea of just how far behind. We can look at the points, but I'll do one run here, killing these 33s, and because it seems to be helping me jump. I think we can spot over here, and this might be a good spot. Stream works the best on Twitch. There's more stuff on the Twitch side too, that's for sure. But we'll be on there soon enough. Later, possibly this morning. Once we get some of our swarm stuff done and our Borg stuff, yeah, we'll pop on over to Twitch. So we have a lot of fun on Twitch. And there's more options, and then the special side games that we do and everything. Fun. Twitch is a little more laid back, and I have more tools. Streaming is Twitch is still the main place for live streaming. YouTube is making its push for that, and I'm trying to be present to grow my channel, grow both channels, but we have more bells and whistles and stuff we can do on the Twitch side. So, see here. Kill that. Oh, gosh darn it. Please stop doing that. Repair. Okay. I just meant quality-wise. Yours is good. Oh, okay. One of them. Oh, yeah. Well, let me find you a link. We have multiples. I'll be happy to help support the channel. I'm like, normally if I was on Twitch, I'd say look down below, but there's a link on my Twitch page. But let me dig up a little page there for you. I'm happy to give you a link. I find it. Just pull it out. It's on Teespring. Oh, let me just find one real quick. Like, where's the easiest way to get that link? There it is. All right, here is, yes, the cocktail shaker. Again, one of my favorites. I know Nick Hagen has some of that stuff, and again, the different Rooster shirts. There's some newer ones also with a new logo that is additionally shown. So that some cool, I think, cool color options. We'll see. But we have these, this with the traditional lay rooster shirt in multiple colors, of course, things like black and all that. And then the shaker has the lay rooster thing. I do love the shaker. It's not, it's technically just an insulated tumbler, but I use it as my cocktail shaker, and it is divine for that. So it's one of the reasons I made sure I I got one. Let's see. Okay, so there's the link for that. We got the Twitch link and a few other things. We got our Discord. I got to get the bots working so I can put in those commands. Show you guys. Mason, right here. And here you go. Here is a link to the Discord, so you want to join in on that too. All right, Hagen's got, we have old design and the new design, the shaker. Yes, I appreciate all your support, Hagen as well, and all that. Again, decent stuff. Yeah, and there's actually two different rooster designs there. They're slightly different. They're both by the same designer, and all that. So you can pick the one that you like better and all that. Get them both, whatever, you know. So I'll slowly add to that. I'm working on the store. Some of that has to do with, like I said, I've been streaming. Oh, what day is it? Like today is sort of my 6-month anniversary of streaming. I think technically it'll be the 21st, but it was a Sunday, so this is the by the weekdays and all that. This is actually my 6-month anniversary of streaming, where I started on Twitch, and then a little later I built up the created the YouTube channel and started making videos, and then even more recently I started adding in. It's gonna die when I hit something. I need to hit something fast and die here. Come on. So yeah, this is Streamiversary. This today and the 21st, sort of. So we're right in it during that time. But I was not. I'm new to all of this. I was not used to doing audio, visual stuff, graphics, photo manipulation, any of that. So I've learned to. Had to learn how to get the streams working. Wasn't used to messing with sound and video. Let's speed that up. All that stuff. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me and helping me to build the channel and the community and everything. So it's been really nice, and things are slowly getting better. I mean, I gain a few more abilities and skills over time. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. I was like, it kind of snuck up on me. But I remembered it recently, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's like, oh yeah, it's six months. So making our way through. Okay, so this stuff is almost done, but that's no big deal. All right, now, are they running armadas? The question is, what do we need the next ship for? And that I don't know. I may not need it, or I may. Well, let's just while this is going on, we'll do what we were doing yesterday. Bring out. I don't have a Meridian like Hagen does, because apparently that thing is a beast, as I know all too well, and killing me. But I can just run a little bit of ISO grinding while we're doing that. Okay, where are these guys? I put some of these guys. Yeah, thank you, Hunter. Well, yeah. There they are. Mackinnon. Do the flip to move them around. Brings on a ship. Anybody gonna? Well, DuPont. Okay, now there we go. So what does that get us? Because this thing, this is worse than mining with the North Star though. 11,000. Okay, that'll give us a moment. So I'm in an ISO system. I was like, hopefully no one is ISO mining. Everyone's ISO mining. Let me just peek. Like to throw it on there and kind of ferry it. I like it when I can get one of the nodes of my own. So let's check that 5. All right, let's kill some swarms, and that's going to contribute as well. The other side. Let's make a roll and figure out where we're going here. But yeah, if you join the Discord, you can be part of the community and ask questions there in the chat. We got some helpful folks, and we're trying to make it just make it more active. But with stuff, there's so far no trolly behavior, which and then you can get notifications of things, and it's a good way to get in contact, ask questions if you're looking for links for some other material or anything to do with my streams and channels. Move over. Did that just finish it? It looked like 6,000 is usually enough. Yeah. Okay, this is one of those days where completing the battle pass does not unlock the next tick. I guess it's a catch up for the others, so 4,000 will unlock the next one. And just like only like 3 Tasha shards, so I'll end up buying that later, but okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to move to a place where it's not too painful. Don't have to compete too hard for the swarm. I mean, they're all the same, guys. Just need 1 million of them, right? On there, so I'm just gonna idle up, pick the other one, we'll set up some informal sharing, perhaps. So, and this we'll be able to see how many swarm I'm able to kill, because we'll have the counter without me having to count and keep track and watch the whole time, because we will be jumping around like normal. So, you and your alliance just talking about that. Yeah, it's usually we can get up there, but not this time apparently. Some days you'll get more than one when you complete the whole thing. Like they tend to give a lot when it's like a domination event. Quickly like that. Some help. Go. There we go. Now, like if I look at my swarm, we've only killed 7 swarm right now, so we're just getting started here. So. And coffee's getting low. Soon I'll have to go get another cup of coffee. It's Sunday morning. I woke up in the middle of the night for a little bit and got back to sleep, so I stayed in. Yeah, hopefully so. Well, I mean, like I said, we'll see. I've got the picture. We'll see what's coming on. It's going to be a lot of officer stuff, I think, for the next week. But I thought it didn't start till yesterday or till tomorrow, according to the graphic. But it started today. So. Yeah. Just moving along on these. And grinding away. Here we go. I'm letting the helps accumulate, hopefully. My ship repairing, see it's not done yet. Just to save a little time. Got multiple ships I can be grinding with, and will. First timer for the little miner. like with the current events, once we got the discovery out of the way to do the anomalous phenomenon, you know, we really, you know, that and the Borg and the Franklin were like, so it's a 3-ship day. And so I've retired that, and I've got my Burrell out to do some high-end hostiles for my daily progression. But, you know, that was part of what we needed. So I really had an open slot. You know, some Sundays they're really working us hard. You know, maybe we'd have, you know, if we had Faction Hunt, one of my least favorite, you know, on top of it, you know, or something, and I'd be like, I got to do my swarms and I got to do my faction. So like I'd have every ship out doing everything, and grinding. But so right now I'm trying to take advantage of like mine some ISO because I need it, and I got a slot that I can do in the background. Same thing, I've been mining a bunch of data. Because speaking of which, man, don't want to miss the flow on these guys right now. So on these swarms, but I need to see. They're coming back so fast. Really good. So you're restarting game, no problem. No problem. I'll be here, and of course I'll be on Twitch a little later. We're gonna do our Swarm Sunday stuff, and then like so may end up, you know, I've got some Marvel Strike Force, we got Marvel Feature Rep, different things, but I'll probably got some more Star Trek stuff and probably do that officer thing today, actually. But I'll think I'll do it and record it on Twitch. Where we can hang out a little bit and do that stuff. So that way we can play our Pokemon community game and our Stream Raiders and all that stuff. I'm waiting for the pause on the swarms, and then we'll need to go in and pull bin the data in my faction store. See, there we go. Let's let that attack and select that, 'cause moving along. Right. You can get in this zone, that really works. It's making a lot of hay on this part. Let's see. And yes, let's call that ship where it gets killed. Timer off. Just so I think it's a great example as we get more and more into the game, gets more developed. You really want, there's many things you need to be doing, especially as you get higher level, because you need like mining your ISOs, mining your data, working on your Stella, doing your Vidar Borg probes, doing your swarms, as well as your higher end pieces, doing your mining so that you can do pulls daily, that kind of thing. So you kind of have to figure out a good rhythm for yourself. Also, figure out the things you like to do, figure out the things you hate to do. Try to see what you can, if the thing you hate to do is something that you really need to do, then figure out a way to like do it in small doses so that you get what you need, and then don't have to waste more time on it. See, sharing, seem to be sharing. Or I'm okay with it. So. That would be his if he wants it. Go for it. There you go. That's how you share. Just when, if there's greediness, it starts to show up or anything. But it looks like he's gotten the dance. There we go. So that's cool. He or she, whomever. Him. That's yours, dude. If you want it, if it gets pretty far, I'll take it. Oh, let's see. on Swarm Sunday, you need 75 swarm kills total. Although you get your heroics. Now that I've got my Franklin is building up and the research keeps building, so I can just do all of it on 32s, which pay out for me the best on frequency modulator. So that's sweet. But it's because I started doubling down and working on it, which also means grinding your swarms when you don't want to. I didn't always like doing them, I'll tell you that. Especially there was times when my Franklin wasn't high enough, so I had to work it with the Mayflower and then the Saladin to get things done. And I didn't want to use a lot of speed ups. It's probably why I have so many. So I would kind of do a run and then wait till later, let the Saladin repair for 6 hours or something, and then go do it again, that kind of thing. So it'd break up my day at this point. But I got my Franklin built up to where I can do it. And the Franklin, the Vidar, these guys are real cheap and fast things, and you can speed them up, and it's not taking the same hit or the same resources. So that will matter more and more in the future as you build up. And now we gotta, while I'm working on maxing my Vidar, maxing my Franklin, I'm also working on getting unlocked and built on some of the epic ships. That's definitely what we're looking for now. I think I'm gonna get the auger first and start using that in probably some base rating, but I know it'll come into play for some of the bigger armadas. That'll be fun. And of course, when we do some territory battles, it'll get involved for sure. Let's see. Oh, we got a pattern of flow. Him do his. Okay, we completed the heroic part. That one is his. Next one's fine, so I'll make sure I catch it. So I think I'm neglecting the pattern. At mods for your final upgrade for your Franklin and materials for your Dart. I'm still only, I think I'm tier 6 on this Franklin. So I'm not even, because it's not final yet. Let's see. And the Vidar. Okay, let me set this up. Any chance one of these guys left? No. So I'm not as far as I want to be, but it's certainly I might have gotten ahead on the research more. So we'll look at this in a minute because let's see. I'm about to flip these ships. We can see how many have killed. Let's see, 35 and 25. I did 2 of the lengthier researches, like the 9-day ones for swarm stuff, and it really made, it made an appreciable difference in just number of swarms I could kill in one go. But we'll look at that. Grab that. And let's see. Be happy to tell you because I'm gonna speed through the Vidar at this point, and then we can look at where the Vidar is. It's getting there, but it isn't there yet. I need more and more, and I don't think I was always grinding enough Borg probes again, even though I like it, but I would do it when it was available. I knew that had to be it. So let's look. So we are at tier 8 on the Vidar, and we need 2 of the guns and then the cargo bay. So, and I'm now low on, well, it's low on the blues, so Have you robbed me a few times? I'm fully ready to oh, your second phone. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, well, I bet you're Franklin A. Yeah, I would imagine. So, yeah, and then this is lower, I think, but I think it's 6, but I'm like not 100% sure right now. So this is our 50th swarm. So today we can count them more easily. I usually can get, I was getting something like 50, 53, 54 or something. So let's see. We'll be able to, since the counter for Swarm Sunday is, I know it's not Swarm Sunday, but for the thing that is Swarm Sunday, it will let us know. So let's check out here. Oh, there's that one. Here. 54th. Is this the 55th? Okay, that's 55, I think, according to the counter. I'm gonna double check the counter once I blow up. It's like last week or 2 weeks ago I could do 40. I was doing 40, and then suddenly I'm doing 50 something. So, which is great as far as I'm concerned, but I think I get this one, and I might either die on the next one. So technically that's 56. So okay. Like I have enough sliver, so see. Seven. I don't think it was this good before. Wow, I'm actually full. But I got at least one more hit. May die on it, but see. Okay, no banner, so this should be the one that kills me. I think that's 57 then. Alright. Prepare. Swarm Sunday, Swarm Sunday, Swarm Sunday. Yeah, we done 57 in that round, so like I said, 2 weeks ago I could only do 40. So, and it's I'm pretty sure it's just the research, but let me send this ship flying. Sorry for the scroll shooting. I could have done that differently, and I didn't. Still working on that. Let's see. Letting people hit some helps for a minute. And I'm going to, I was wondering where I am. I'm ranked 31 now now you gotta be 30 to place. I was like 25 when I went to sleep last night, or when I stopped playing, I should say. Let's see. So it's the spacing. Before I was going up like every time I'd hit one. So it's not doing that now. I'm gonna grind that. And see. We'll let that do its thing. What we're gonna do real quick, I need to get another cup of coffee. All right, this is real important stuff. So, sure. So, I'm gonna bring that back just for safety, so that I don't have to repair it when I'm not wanting to. And I thought, as I put you on a little intermission, because I'm gonna step away very briefly to get a cup of coffee. So I thought I'd go ahead and we'll show you. Yes. I'll get this loaded, and we'll show you a Marvel Strike Force battle so that you can watch that as an intermission. Actually makes a nice intermission for me when I do that when I'm streaming this game. So that way you can see Scopely's other game while I go make a cup of coffee. So I'm just waiting for it to load, and gonna get that going. You get a little taste of some Marvel Battle mode that I can let it run. I will be very quick and back. I just need another steaming hot cup of coffee. Fine, let's get into fine. And look, they have pop-ups just like our game. Actually, the pop-ups here are a little worse. Let's get this battle going. You can watch, see if Phoenix can beat whatever we're up against. I'll put that on auto for you, and I'll be back hopefully roughly around the time this thing is wrapping up, and then I'll be right back. If somebody comes in and says what's going on, just let them know. And then I'll be right back. Yeah, this will be interesting. Probably we may lose this one. We'll see. But let's find out. All right, enjoy the tunes. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for waiting. I know that was... It looks like we lost that battle, which this mode is kind of made for losing a lot of battles. Let's see here. Get back up. There we go. Make it so I can see Star Trek, not you. Alright. Alright. So. Grab that. Well, oh, we're in Groombridge. You gotta remember. Groombridge only attack the 39. Attack the 40, that would be over, and then we'd be repairing. But I got a nice hot cup of coffee, so I hope you guys add up. And let's see. While I'm scanning briefly. Remember those 39s. A lot of times I can come here and grab them because they're not really wanted. But looks kind of empty for them. I don't see a single one. But anyway, there's one. And I think one, and I can't even click on it. There. Don't know if the other guy was going that way. Is that what? No. Okay. Oh, we'll see. I'll leave him there, and I'm letting people hit some It's twirled like an old phone cable. For those of you who don't know, phones used to have cables. Yeah. Anyway. All right. And I would sure like to farm in my own house. Awesome. All right, now let's look here. Check our event. Still ranked 31. So let's see where we can get. Oh, I am flipping. Hey. Oh, I'm still blipping. Okay, I think I have to kill somebody to get this broken. Go here. I think I'll just farm this node if I can. Look at the god-awful graphic anomalies here. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Because I want to, like, he should... Gotta get yourself sorted. I'll relaunch this. I was having to do that yesterday on stream, like about once an hour or every 45 minutes. It would just get so whacked out with bugs that I have to relaunch it. So there with app having that problem. I'm gonna pass that one up because my field is taking forever to go. All right. So while it's doing that, let's look at the help progress. Come on, guys, get a little faster on the nose. Not even math, but all right. So now that he's doing that, let's fast forward this. And then Hagen/Patty, we can take a look at where I am, because I don't know. And what the F is that app doing? Oh. I'm like, I sense a reboot of the app. Dear Lord. Getting janky as F. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So, oh no, I'm tier 8. Well, look at that, Patty. Hagen. I thought I was tier 6. I'm like, wow, but I'm doing really well. I have, with your help and the help of others, and just grinding a lot, I'm getting up there. So I'm at tier 8. We need 2 more guns and warp engine. The guns are taking what? 1.5 million. So I am halfway to 1 gun. On the frequency modulator. Right, I have updated once or twice recently. Those. Yeah, let's see. Are we still at 31 in rank? You got the fully upgraded second Franklin there. Honestly, I've got my unwritten rules on that, Like when I've got a baby Franklin, I'm gonna end up needing to get the warp interlock, because I have at least one of them, one piece, but I want to get that second one for use. I'd like to have it operational and building before I click on the Franklin A too. I believe that takes 30 days to make that ship. I don't want to go swarmless 30 days. Start. Email tip, go to where you died on a particular type of hostile that you want to return to. Use the point interest, and then you don't have to scroll around and look for it. Here we go. Alright, we got warping. Need to get my audio checking, and I usually like to audio check once I've gone for a coffee break, in case you're going for a run. Sounds fine. Sometimes when I go away and move, the mic moves in a way and it creates some distortion or something, and if I don't check it, I won't know. And kill it. For where we are. Let's see. All right, and close. Maybe that was a good one. I don't know. What I'm doing is usually have more before I'm dying. 95 to 100k, so I must have RNG'd on really low ones. There. Now let's see if we made any progress here. This thing is gonna be done soon. Let's see. Enjoying the music this morning. Take a peek at where we are. I swear there's banners. I think they lowered them down like a year ago, but I feel like they're even more in the way because they just cover up every header. Okay, we're down to 29, so we made a couple spaces. So obviously we're nothing far above some people, so it flip-flop, but we're also not too far behind number 28. Then there's a bit of a gap to get to 27, so if we can get into there, now if I can get into like 300, maybe that'll be, I mean, it's still a whole day. I can, the problem with this is you're limited by, of course, your number of tokens travel, so you can only do so much. I was going to run my second Vidar, and then I realized that that's likely to get less points but still take the same number of tokens, so I'm just using the bigger one and trying to get as much as I can. Here's one. On these 39s kind of at leisure. The ship is going. Waiting to pull this miner back when it finishes here. Go. Fine, and give some of the let me get, all right. So here, if you're looking to support, we don't have monetization or partnership set up yet. If you're looking to support the YouTube channel, one, you can give likes and subscribes and promote and watch the videos. That helps a lot. But if you're looking to help, here's the tip page as well. So that will help me out with funding for stuff too. So not obligatory or expected, but it is always, of course, super appreciated. So I appreciate you guys being here as well. We have a few more options to support the channel when we're on Twitch, because I do have I'm an affiliate there. And YouTube makes it just a little harder to get that stuff turned on, where there's a little easier ways to kind of support me with subscription type things. There we go. So I'm just running these 39s as I try to get my hostels, my high-end hostels. 39s and 40s will give me, you know, the big stuff for the faction-related daily hostel kit. 38s don't help, but usually stuff's going, and if I do some of that, then I'll be free to do whatever I want. Did the music stop? Pull this in. Oh no, it didn't. It just got really slow is what it did. All right, let's see here. I was like, oh, we're gotta have that music. You won't ever hear it when you're catching my clips that are from that came from like a Twitch live stream, because I have it removed, but that removed for copyright reasons. These are always copyright safe tunes, but they're good tunes. And then I have other ones that I can run on a stream, but not on a video. So when I'm on Twitch, really. So I play a lot of those. We always try to have some good music pumping for us. Set those moods. I hope you're joining me in all these places. What are your thoughts on raiding other ships? An alliance that says don't attack, they're under. Oh yeah, without 3 minutes. Wow, 3 minutes. 3 minutes seems long, but row is special. I mean, it's the rules of engagement, and a lot of it depends on, one is if you value your alliance, which hopefully you're in an alliance that you do value. You need to play ball with what they do. If that's not working for you, though, there's usually another alliance you can go to. There's, you know, the ones. Row has become more and more complicated and rather, honestly, annoying at times. You know, there is the general, like Rev has said, and you know, I agree with it too. It's kind of a more basic rule. It's like no loot, no shoot. You know, it's like if they are under protected cargo, and you're not getting anything, you just generally it's going to get you more. It's considered too aggressive, and people won't like it, and they will probably punish you for it. So, and you know, the big thing is, you know, you don't want people to start looking for you so they can teach you a lesson. You don't want your actions to cause you grief with your alliance unless you're leaving them, and so find a better, you know, alliance that suits kind of a more pirate nature and all that. Killing ships that are like, if you're killing miners and they're not over their protected cargo limit, it's not really viewed as a good thing, and it's like, what's the point, you know? The only exception in my mind is when they're on a 0 node and you need to mine and you need them cleared. But row, at least on my server and other servers, has been moving to kind of include more requirements on a minute warning or something like that. Now, if they're over protected cargo, like I know generally we've had no warnings. There are things that you do with different alliances and stuff like that, but that kind of varies. So that's going to base on your alliance that's kind of added to row. Like when I used to run an alliance, and my rule with my allies that we formed was like, you just don't hit us ever. Like, that's not how, you know, is in a war game. You don't hit your people. You might even hit somebody who's going to hit your ally mate to kind of help them out. So as opposed to, oh, I can hit you after a certain amount of time with a certain amount of war. It's like, well, no, don't hit me. Somebody else will hit me. You know, here we go. We got we're starting. I think that's our dailies. Nope, not yet. Okay. So people who wanted to ally with my alliance, we had to have a rule: we're not going to hit you, you're not going to hit us. So even when it's like justified, but you know, that's the way I roll, and that's the way it was always in all other war games that I played before, mobile war games. It's like you don't You don't hit people. That's the whole point. You're an ally. Let's see. 1 minute warning for a 0 node is appropriate in my opinion. 3 minutes is too long. I would agree. 1 minute is long enough. I think I used to before it became the rules back when I had the alliance and all that. I was like, well, if you give them the warning and they don't move within like 5 seconds, or then they're probably not on, and kill them. But so it took me a long time to warm up to the 1 minute thing. But I don't go around killing a lot of people. I used to OPL raid a lot when I was like 14, and then later like 15 and all that. But it has to do with like how long are your shields, if you're maintaining shields and everything. I don't want to drop shields if you end up using long shields like that. It's just not worth it. Now, if somebody really pisses me off, I'm going to drop my shield and I'm going to scorched earth their ass. So I mean that's what's going to happen. So assuming I have the capacity. But that's the other thing, like with Mick is people who don't want to follow the server rules, the general server rules that most of the not gentlemen, the people, the natural alliances kind of agree to, as opposed to the others. But people who can't do that, the game, you're going to get pushed back unless you can be the biggest bully in your pond. And then of course, you want to be the bully. We have people who do some stuff that is bullyish, and they kind of take some pride in it on our server, and I'm sure they exist on other servers, and honestly they're just jerks. So in their mind they're some kind of paladin of right. They're just jerks who are trolling, so I wouldn't go that way. And some of these rules I think make some sense and for kind of some harmony in the game, because unless you're looking to pick a fight with every single person, it's kind of thing. You need the resource. Yeah, but well, if they're over protected limit, then, and they're mining, if it's a miner over protected limit, that's a good place to get it, because you're going to get more. When it's a battleship or something, like right now, I'm over protected limit with this Franklin. Somebody can come in and kill me. If they do, it ain't going to go over well. Technically, they could. Technically, the whole idle warship thing. Like this one's over and he's sitting around there. They could kill me. I might just go blow him up. Kind of depends on what they say. If people give some smack talking, usually going to get a little more harassment. But I also I value my alliance, so I have to make sure that I'm actually not creating trouble for them, and not jeopardizing, my standing with my own alliance, because that will sanction us. Oh, the guy came back. Look, he parked on the edge, and now he's back in the share circle. There he goes. Okay, fine. But yeah, you do need the resources, but you can get it. You can resort to some rules that kind of make sense, as opposed to having to do stuff that's going to be jerky, because you're not big enough to have that fight with everyone who can hit you. I mean, I'm not either. Only a few people are. So unless you're willing, oh yeah, then you're fine. Just follow whatever your rules are on your server and your alliance, or get into an alliance that has some realistic rules. But yeah, that's a good way to get resources on the miners. It's when you go to some of the other stuff that it really moves around. Let's see. Wait, it really slowed down right here. All right, well, press help and go in here. I think, how many do we need? Not many. 7 more on this end, so let's see. Yeah, if you do that, you'll be fine. People don't always like it, but I mean, that's part of the game, particularly in the teens and the low 20s, is just farming a lot of miners. They've added so many more nodes than when before. You know, that it's a lot easier to find a node if you look, as opposed to having to fight over them and all that, which is good because it created so much bad blood. And people really will let their jerk flag fly if they think they can hide it behind the row of a particular server or something. And it's obvious, but they sure feel good about it. And sometimes it's worth punishing them, and you know, okay, sometimes it's not. Just like the anonymity of the internet and how people can be so unhuman and unkind when they don't have to be, just because they're anonymous, because it kind of shows they are without showing who they are. So yeah, part of the game. Farming the miners over is definitely a part of the game. You know, the game's gone through a lot of debate about whether it's a war game and a battle game versus like a farming and building game and all that. I mean, it's definitely, you know, we wouldn't need peace shields if it wasn't a war and battle game. But some people, you know, you will, as you hit people, you will find that people have all kinds of different reactions to it. You know, some people will be incensed that you hit them, and when you talk to them, it'll be like, have you not played this game with anyone else? You know, where it's like they're not in reality. Other people, you know, they won't even be phased. Other people, they're gonna stir stuff up with you. You know, and you know, again, when you sometimes you're gonna get retribution and pushback from somebody when you follow the rules. And that's where you need your alliance to come in, usually help. That way you guys can bully down and say, you know, you're gonna abide by the rules. That's where row is helpful. But row is its own thing. So, you know, as you watch Rev's stuff, if you watch his historical stuff, you'll see him being more of a pirate way back when. And slowly, you know, I think his positions have evolved on it. I think mine have gone for different changes at times. So the more you play, because it's not just what you can do, it's also what do you got to deal with if you do something. That comes out in this game a lot. If you're playing in my Marvel Strike Force game, you won't see that same kind of thing, because you don't have that same kind of harassment and hitting people. You know, there's some cheating and a little bit of stuff that goes on, but it's not the same because you don't have the ability to just, you know, destroy people. Alright guys, so let's see, that finishes Threat from Beyond, which means we just hit 75. So because we need those frequency modulators, we're going to keep farming this ship till it dies. But let me, but now we're in less of an issue. Let's see, any chance? Yes! Get on the local node. A little timer. Keep getting that, and let's see. Grab some of these Franklins, so we got that. A bunch of them. Worms, I mean. Alright. Killing. Yeah, they're roaming, which is good. So, and we want all those frequency modulators that I can get right now. Cool. killing this. I'm just apparently wants that. Me. So now that I got the swarm bits, I mean, I want to continue to get swarm, but with the ship's hull. But I'm not gonna fight as hard for some stuff. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, you can have it. Of course. Oh, I would plan to take the next one, hopefully. Hey, he's going away. Oh, take a lot of them. Oh, let's see. So we also have the daily Pete's. So got an away team done. Trying not to miss too many of these things. So what is it? Away team. The rare star chart. That. We'll come back to that because I'm like, there's got to be another swarm here. Wait, how long it takes to load? It does take a long way to load this. So let's see what we got. We got the same armed escort thing, tactical warrior security. Oh yeah, Charvanak is over here. This is a defense one. I mean, I can put Carol in there and we'll wear it away. And then we got 15%. I don't think we have another blue, so we'll just peek for blues. I don't remember who I used, but besides probably Trevor. Oh, Koth, yes. 20%. Any more blues? You've had, let's see. A second, we just look. Blues, no blues. Okay, that's good. Start that. You've had the different reactions. I always follow the rules of my lines. Have one player thank me for the warning. Yeah, some people will be like that. Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, if you follow the rules. Other people, you know, they're gonna get pissy. They're gonna accuse you. They get, you know, like full of lies and wonder where they're coming from. So you will find it quickly as you hit people. If you don't hit people, you only find it when you see people hit you. I had somebody race me to a data node, right? When there were plenty open. I mean, I was ahead of him, so I got to it. And then he blew my ship up, and I was like, what? It was that, and he was like, oh, we were in a race. So I brought my ships in, and I blew his ship up. I blew his guard ship up, you know, and I was just like, you know, we ain't playing that, you know. But you know, it didn't even make sense. He didn't talk to me. I didn't, you know, and I'm not a smack talker. So. Let's see. Help, I've been complaining about people not being quick enough. Keep throwing traits at Charvanak and Khan and Carol. Yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I was also gonna load Gorkon too. It's got some good ones too. But yeah, sure. I want to build up those. I don't know, that trait pack. It's kind of appealing. It's way too much money. But for once, I'm like, oh. Yeah, like Charvanak is one who I usually use only below decks, so she's a perfect person to send away on whatever. Oh, 3 days? Well, that's fine. You know, and then she does good stuff, so. Yeah, right now I'm, you know, it's taking me a couple days, usually a couple days to be able to unlock one basic trait, and then I'll have to start working on building them up. I've just slowly been unlocking like distinct different traits on different people so that I can have a small critical chance. on more of the things I'm doing. Oh, but I agree, these guys are good. Khan, I don't like to. I mean, I'd send Khan away overnight or something, but when I'm not playing. But I like to have Khan, you know, Kirk, Spock, Khan available for like an Armada or a PvP kind of thing. Sucks is we need those characters, so it sucks to pull these characters out of rotation and put them on a mission. Or yes, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. So I'm like trying to focus on ones that I don't mind sending away even when I'm playing. So which, you know, now Gorkon, I do like to use him for some stuff, but if I have like, you know, if I have Khan and Kirk Spock, then I can use that, unless I'm doing some big territory battle where I need everybody who's kind of offensive in PvP. So Jarvonic, like I said, I don't mind sacrificing her out of the rotation as much. But yeah, it's the thing. So, you know, the Tribble, the Borg Tribble, he's really good for a lot of things. And although he's quite useful, but I can live without him. To Pring, you know, as a miner, is with her extremely boosted protected cargo, is really essential for most of the mining that I do of any kind, usually on the side if it's not gas. And so I don't want to send Pring away. I want Pring to be available. And so that comes up. Well, they're all moving, aren't they? So, but other miners that I can, you know, the Tribble is not as important as Pring is. Now, if I can get Borg to Pring, and then I'll have two that have the same feature. One, I can of course stack them, but I could also have one go away. So that might go away, because to me, Pring is very, very useful. So, agreed. Give those speed ups and then blow the speed ups on your best characters. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We'll do that to load them up and all that. For me, the awaiting store is very good for me at my level, because I don't have the big epic ships yet. So if I can get the currency to be able to buy more blueprints for the Enterprise and the Augur and the D4, that's going to really help me. And I don't have those, so I'm trying to push and be able to get, because the critical payout on those rainbow colored ones for the traits is huge. It's like it's hundreds of percentage increase more payout. So being able to lock those in will really help with buying stuff later on. Like at your level, I mean, until they start putting something more useful in the store, you know, I can't imagine it's as for you as it is for someone in my position, lower than me. Anyone who doesn't have the epic. All right, this is almost done, and then next piece at. All right, well, I did the help, so I'd rather press help from here. Here we go. All right. Oh, not dead yet. Speed this up. Don't overspeed it. One of these is kill them. Go to our email, not swarms. Technically, just a minute. Borg tactical. Ooh, that's some. Look how fast the app works for you. Retrieving. Perhaps it's retrieving. Dear sweet Jesus, though. Alright, let's see here. Yes, we want to go there. We're working this event, guys. Okay. So normally you don't have that problem. With the time that it took to retrieve, I could have just scanned over and found what I was looking for. But all right, let's look for some 39s over here. 39 explorers, that is. Yeah, there. Welcome back. Here, okay. Guns. Yep. Not taking the ship nearly as long with it not having to warp to go get it and stuff. So running this because I need that stuff. Let's open some items. Send that ship back. Take a look at this battle. Oh, we appear to have gotten the 39. And I've created the ghost ship. So it will haunt us. Kill others who are hunting hostiles. Let's see here. Okay. We're gonna keep grinding for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a quick brief break, get a little food in me, and then I'll be coming live on Twitch. I'm not ready yet. It's getting there. I want to make sure you have that. Got the information so you know where to go. I hit the bot for. That's the Twitch one. You'll want to, if you go over there and give a follow, and if you're afraid to use Twitch, well, it's safe. You just have to create an account, usually with an email, and then you can chat all you want and do some follow. You can follow me, and then you can get some notifications from that on your phone. You can watch it on your phone, you know, that sort of thing, or on a TV or computer. I find useful. And we'll be doing some stuff, and we'll still be doing. I am planning on. That's my ghost ship. It's haunting me already. I'm gonna be doing some Star Trek, but we'll also do some Marvel Strike Force, Marvel Future Rev, kind of kick it up and stuff. I'm thinking we'll do. Probably today we'll end up doing live stream on there that also includes this officer opening extravaganza experiment. I'll be recording that and making it a YouTube video. You can be a part of that. It's kind of fun when we do those on. You're part of the YouTube video right now as a live stream, but when we go over on Twitch and then kind of cut out some stuff for later putting on YouTube. So that's kind of its own thing. We have some fun, but again, we'll have the fun side games that we do and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's want to keep grinding away on some of this stuff while we have a chance. So if we stop, what's our 39? No, that's the ghost ship. It is plaguing me. All right, let's take a gander, as they say, and look here at Wolf, because it's not crazy. Go over here. We can get 39s and 40s. Here's one of the best tip I can give you for level 19. I think the best tip, and we've talked a little bit about this, is don't go to 20 till you know you're ready. Max out all your buildings, max out all the research that you can do. And if that means you have to wait and farm or raid to be able to then afford the research and do that, wait until you've got all that, because you want to be the strongest you can. And of course, you want to work on that. You still have you have the opportunity to get a free jellyfish, at level 19. It starts at 18. So I wouldn't go to 20 until you've gotten that jellyfish unlocked. I would consider unlocking or purchasing the North Star as well. It being a $20 one stop, if you're willing to spend it all, then that's a good $20 spent in my. Later on, you're not going to get something like that for $20 in the game. But yeah, sit there. In general, for most ops levels, do all research and all buildings maxed out until you go to the next one. But always watch when you're going to go to an even numbered one, because you're going to have some increases in hostile stuff. So you want to look at what your ships can do, and the research will help a ton with what you can do on your ship killing. I mean, that's why we're talking about my Franklin moving up, and now I'm killing like 57 swarm, where 2 weeks ago I was killing 40. It's about a few key researches and maybe a placement of one gun or something, but it really starts making a difference. And just work on those officers too. Pull those different faction officer cards that you can right now, so that you can build up and have like a stronger Kirk and a stronger Spock and or a Gorkon and all that. So work on that stuff. Kind of hunker down for a little bit, have some fun. Now, if it gets too boring, then eventually it'll be time. But as you get later on in the game, when you unlock the even more research trees, you're not going to be able to max all those researches out. But in the lower games, and like where you're at now, you can do that, and that'll be pretty good. So I would recommend that. People will be like, when they're rushing around, then they'll be like, oh, you're too low. But they are always surprised when when you start beating people in a matchup, because you actually have a better skilled and researched ops level and ships and all that. Because the research boosts your officers, it boosts your ships and performance and some resource stuff, so it makes a huge difference. Let's see. I'm gonna whirl this around. So, I mean, that's more than one thing is the best tip, but it's kind of a guiding principle that definitely comes into play at that level. Yeah, no problem. I hope it's helpful. I think it will be. In most of these games, played with some people and where they definitely. I saw people where they really sandbagged and developed really hard as far as they could, and then they always are surprising and do a lot of stuff better than me, where I was like moving along and and they're like, oh, what's going on? So we got that. So that slowly going at it, slow and steady wins the race type of stuff. Because this is not a race to the end. There is no real end. Once we get to whatever the max level is, they will raise it eventually, so people can keep spending to go higher. More about being able to do the things that you want to do that help you grow at a good pace, where you feel like you're getting stuff, and doing some fun stuff. I tried to keep a Forever 14 alt, and it just got really boring, because I wanted to do some more stuff, and I was like, but I don't want to deal with like shield maintenance, so kind of sucked the life out. So I'm gonna have to play that one differently if I go back to it. All right, let's see where we are with this rank 30. So we're dropping. And here's the 25. What are we getting? When we do these 33s, we have 1590. Get more than when they do 2 of the next level below. Alright. Find some of that. Oh. Back, and hopefully we'll get some good loots. Fat loots. So this is going to take me a little while. Or, the grinding. Again, I'm going to run out of tokens. May get some more in the morning before the end, so I might be able to rush some. Work day, but it'll be before I go to work, so. With this with this Borg and Swarm event being here, which is nice for synergy towards your events and your dailies and stuff. Scopely, I'm usually complaining about, but it also encourages people to do Borgs today. And what I want them to do is like not feel like it, so that I don't have to fight as hard on the leaderboard. I have to share. Oh. Grind initiative. I have a new fan today. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear that. So, thank you. If you mean yourself, then thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed having you here as well. And like I said, we're going to get over and do some Twitch in just a little bit. I just want to see how far I can grind on that. Doubt this. Yeah, this is not... Ally who's not so into sharing. You know, so much more used to sharing in the Franklin side here. Okay. Give us one. Give us one so we can hopefully initiate kind of a swapping system. Where is it? Right there. There we go. Stay on top of your missions too. Keep it growing and advancing the games you advance. Some things will get harder, but you have more options. That's true. The missions, I kind of have my missions in a. I'm not on top of all my missions. They're kind of in the back, and then I periodically, run around and do some. That would be another thing for me to be doing when I have like a ship slot open, is to be advancing some of those, because some of them give really good stuff. And others just progress you and all that and start opening things. It's like, you got to make sure you get when augment space opens up, make sure you do all those so that you can get all the flight patterns, which make going back later. I had to retrace and look for those because I wasn't doing them as much, wasn't as interested. I've made plenty of mistakes where, so I've had to ask my alliance. I'm like, how do you get these flight patterns? Sometimes I assume that it's a little different, and it's not. But that there's another way. Let me see. Ship. All that. Waiting on this one to... There it is. Oh, we have that. And... full shield ahead. First 72.4. Yep. That'll be good. And again, check. When it comes to Twitch, like on the weekends, I'm available on the in the mornings, usually at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then throughout the afternoon, sometimes in the evenings. So there can be like 2 or 3 streams in a given day, which, is a lot. On the weekdays, I work, so I can get on somewhere around 5:30 Pacific time on a work day. If we have a holiday, like we've had the summer holidays, I often will do some bonus streaming, things like that. And occasionally, for some games, I'm going to take time off, like from work, to stream. Like I also am streaming and making videos for the New World MMO, which I like a lot, and so I may need to take a day off here and there during the early launch and kind of get some streams, especially if I can coordinate it with Mrs. Rooster so that I can be broadcasting. So be some of what we do. We're gonna go to Wolf after this. Let's see. I don't know. I just have to keep. I can see where check my refinery just to see where my ISO is at. So I'm starting to build a little bit of 1-star ISO buffer so that it's easier for me to keep doing stuff. Let's look here for 39s and 40s. I can actually kill. There's somebody killing 40s over there. I'm seeing a lot of 38s. One person may be doing the same thing I'm trying to do. Just a gift of a 39 because I'm like, I'm not sure how many more I need. I feel like it. I need 6 to complete my day. That's not going to be hard. So pass my day. So one. Oh, and there's a dude with a faster ship than me on him. So okay. So most likely I want to go back to Groombridge. Let's see. Let's make sure we see them here. That dude will beat me to every ship I try to get. Yeah. Pop over here. Let's see if we can get the 39s. Giving you links. I'm just kind of renewing links while we're traveling and all that. So fan links go for the Discord, so you can join the community and kind of find out anything you're missing from one of the places, or get some game news. I get Star Trek news that comes in automated in some channels there as well. And talk about the merch store as well. All these things are easier to find on my Twitch page, but I'll build them up over here for the merch store to get your cool shirts and water bottles and stuff, even some beach towels and all that kind of crazy stuff. And also, if you're looking to support on the tipping side, this works for either side, and of course, that up to helps me out with the channel and all that. So again, I hope you're subscribing, liking on the videos, and and like this video if you're hanging out with me. Again, that's going to help. And then we'll go over to Twitch as well, do some stuff. So have some fun. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna clean this up. Let's see. There we go. All right. Getting some. All right. So getting a few of these are nice, but we're gonna be closing up. We've been going for about almost 2.5 hours on this stream, which is pretty par for the course on our Sunday morning stream. And cool. So I'm just gonna keep killing these guys. I'm going to break in a sec and end the video, and then I'm gonna get some food, and then I'll get on some Twitch for a little bit too, and we'll do some more. We'll futz around over there and have some fun. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys there as well. Hope you won't be a stranger on Twitch or on YouTube, and make sure you like and subscribe to the videos over here to help me out a lot. That's something you can do, even if you just put it on play in the background. Press a like, say hey as a comment to give a like, and a comment of like hey or hello. It really helps a lot with the algorithm, and you just kind of watch it in the background, and it helps all those stats, and they're like, hey, people are watching your video, let's share it with other people. Of course, share it with your alliances, things like that. All that stuff goes to help, and I appreciate it as I try to build the channel both on Twitch and YouTube. All right, and so let's see, let's pull that miner, pull the miner. I'm looking. I'm so close on these 39s. There's one. And here it goes. And that's so. So while we do that, we're gonna wrap up and take a little break. We don't have to eat in the middle of the stream, you know. Turn this around, see if we can hit a little more of those guys, and then sort it out. Okay. Good, he's still there to hit. Perfect. Is there another? If I can make it across systems to grab the 39, that's a very good sign. That means other people are likely not doing it. But don't need much more. One more. Where is it? There it is. Let's see, can we get it? That'll do it. That'll be a nice wrap to the stream. Well, I'm enjoying doing these YouTube streams with you guys, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me here and us having the chat. And of course, I'm always happy to talk about geeky topics. Ah, scored. Stop taking my 39s. Go hit something else. There's one. Where I was. So it's becoming more and more fun as these start becoming more regular. You can count on these Sunday morning 9 a.m. Pacific at server reset for Sunday live stream. So it is fun as we get to hang out here, and it's helping it compete with the Twitch experience. Well, so I appreciate it. This is gonna pop it. There we go. All those lovely daily bonuses, the Harbinger, and then the Romulan and Klingon bits. So, oh yeah, I thought we were done. Okay, well we are, but so that gets the dailies. So now I can do stuff. Maybe I'll do some missions. Maybe we'll do that on the Twitch stream. So we'll see. I haven't done those, and I do a lot of dramatic readings that are goofy, but you guys may like them. Anyway, we're gonna go, and so I'm gonna click out. So you guys take care. Yeah, thank you, appreciate you. Catch you in a bit on Twitch. Hope to see you guys there. Yes, I'll be over there on Twitch. Make sure you follow those links up there and get on Twitch, please. Twitch TV lay_rooster, like here, but there's an underscore between the lay and the rooster.